What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Axetruth show, and this is where I cut through the bullshit. Well, it's not the Axetruth show; it's my content piece here. Oh, welcome to Clown. The circus is coming to town. We have a new set, a new thing, a new thing that the elites, I guess, want to be a thing. Everybody that's, we're living in the age of clicks, likes, and views, and everyone's seeking attention. And this is a heterosexual couple that's taking cosplay to the next level. So let's get into it here. We have mother who realizes she was gay, and at the same time, as her husband came out as transgender, says they're happier than ever as a lesbian couple. So we have a cosplay heterosexual couple here by the name of Jenny and Sarah. Sarah used to be named Sean. All right, so let's get into it here. So here's the happy couple here. What I see here is, a man who let his hair grow out, and he went and got some boobs put on, I guess, and and he came out to his wife, So let's hear how this happens. Okay, how this happened. Let's go. It's story time now. And it's story time of living in confusion. Jenny Barnett, 37, tied the knot 15 years ago to a man called Sean. A man called Sean. While they remain happily married and devoted to their children, Morgan, 13, and Toby, 11, poor kids. Her husband is now transitioning and identifying as a woman called Sarah. The couple, both are teachers in Phoenix, Arizona, made their admissions to each other in the same night. Jenny revealing that she was a lesbian just moments after Sarah bombshell revelation that she was transgender. Sarah has since undergone hormone therapy and breast augmentation. Well, will have gender affirming surgery next year after the procedure was pushed back because of the COVID pandemic. Child, this is gonna be a whole mess, complete mess right here. But well, I don't know, maybe not. I mean, they're really taking cosplay to the fullest extent. They're just taking it ahead of, they're staying together. He's gonna stay with her, she's gonna stay with him, her. So let's get it in and see how this went down. Now here's the incredible story, because social media, that this incredible story on social media, the couple have proven that love conquers all and want to show that other couples that relationships can survive transition. This is nothing but mere propaganda. Like, this is happening everywhere. So many couples out here, they're so confused. The men want to be women and the women wants to be lesbians or something. I don't know. Jenny recalled that Sarah rolled over one evening in bed in 2016 and told me, "I really need to talk to you. I think I'm trans." Listen, I really need. He probably said it in two voices. I really need. I really need to talk to you. I think I'm trans. In the Baphomet voice. I come to realize why I've always been so drawn to her. It was because who she was on the inside, a woman, not her shell. So I turned around and said, "That's okay, honey. I think I'm gay." She wasn't losing her man. This woman was gonna keep her man. She, they gonna be together to the end. So let's go down. We met through a friend at Arizona State University where we were training to be teachers. Is this what's in the public schools? Homeschool your damn kids, y'all. It's ridiculous now. Sarah, who went by Sean back then, had a crush on me straight away, but unfortunately I was taken. 3 years later, when he found out I broke up with my ex, he got our friends to throw a house party so we could meet. This is Sarah with her boobs. This is a man with some boobs, just Child. And this is them at Disney World or Disneyland, one of them. He just grew his hair out, arched his eyebrows, got some breasts. She got an arm tat. Poor kids. They're at Disneyland. I told myself I'll play hard to get after he left a voicemail trying to set up a second date. I waited 20 minutes before calling him back, and that's how hard I was to get. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Let's skip through all the meet and greets. How they met together. These two freaks come out at night, living in confusion. Jenny and Sarah, here they are at college, looking normal, like a normal couple. Just in love. And this over here now, I guess they're at a dance or a prom or something. Okay, so let's get on down here and see them by the pool. She got on her bathing suit. And he got on his. Just cosplay. And this is Sarah after he had the surgery, eyes all wide open, just no makeup, looking like a man with long hair with boobs. The hell is going on in 2022? But they have to publish these stories because they want to put this out here to show that, look what's going on. We have a lot of people trapped in men trapped in, women trapped in men's bodies, and then women that are trapped in heterosexual normality. And she wants to be a lesbian with a transgendered husband. Okay, so let's get into this right here. How this came about. How they came into living in confusion. Okay. After Toby was born, Jenny started to notice Sarah's unusual shopping habits. Jenny said Sarah would come home with a pair of silk pajamas, clearly for a woman, and asked if it was weird if she wore them. If he wore them at the time. She started buying a lot of clothes like that, which were on the edge and which was seen as male or female, so silk pajamas. She would wear a nightie to bed on date nights, and she would be wearing countless layers of clothes with a bra underneath that no one could see. So he was a transvestite. I noticed something going on, but it wasn't hurting anybody, so I just left it. She see her husband walking around with a bra on. Well, that's just a little weird, but it's okay. Because he was, it's just okay. So within a couple of years, Sarah had amassed an entire second wardrobe of women's clothing, Jenny said. And for a long time, she pretended all the clothes were for me. But one of the items stick out is a pink, strappy satin top that was out of my clothing style. And it totally didn't make sense for her to buy that for me. I never wore pink, satin, or strappy. I kept it in my closet without ever wearing it. And we look back and laugh about it now. They have a little chuckle. It was like we both just agreed to pretend it didn't exist. It doesn't exist. All these women clothes just showing up. It was the elephant in the room, but we didn't talk about it. I didn't tell anyone either, as we run in the same circles. Of course, you're married. We have the same friends. So I did not tell my friends or family. I would feel like I was sharing Sarah's most innermost secrets with people close to both of us, living in confusion. Okay, so now here's the freaky part. In 2012, Sarah started wearing women's clothes when she began teaching remotely online in 2012, thinking that her wife would not know. Jenny said the class couldn't see what she was wearing, but the moment we and the kids were out the door, she would slip on her heels and a skirt. Then 20 minutes before we would do home, she would set the clock and change. I knew she was wearing the clothes at home, though. See, she was prepared for this transitioning, so she said, I'm going to be a lesbian because I'm not losing my man. What the hell is going on? Okay, she said, there were clues, too. I was doing the laundry, and there would be women's clothes that I definitely hadn't worn, so I knew Sarah must have been wearing them. People never believe it, but I can honestly say, I never felt any betrayal or sense of being lied to. I guess by that point in our relationship, I already knew that Sarah was trans. He was trans. He was a transvestite. Okay, let's get on down here and see what other juice is in here. Okay, let's see what she said. Let's get right here. She says, okay, so during that period, I did. Okay, so let's get. I guess we got a little dramatics going on here. There were clues too. I'd be doing the laundry, and she said, okay, people did never believe that I could honestly say I never felt betrayed. Betrayed. Looking back, part of me was scared and to have my suspicions confirmed. Another part of me didn't want her to feel uncomfortable. I didn't want to point the finger and be wrong. I didn't feel like it was my place. We had conversations since about that time in our lives, and it turns out we were both silently Googling. I was looking up, is my partner transgender? Sarah was Googling, am I transgender? So when did the lesbianism, when did you turn a lesbian? That's all I want to know. During that period, I did the grieving for my husband in private, way before Sarah came out. And it was mostly when I went to bed. I hit the pillow and be hit by a few tears, unable to shut off my mind because I was living in confusion. But it wasn't all consuming. I made the decision to preserve and be with Sarah regardless. She's my soulmate. So that's when she decided I'm gonna be a lesbian because I'm not losing. I told you I'm losing a man. It was pretty grim looking back, but I knew Sarah would tell me when she was ready. I wasn't worried about the boys finding out at this point, as we used the wardrobe to hide their presence. It was the last place they ever looked when they hide their Christmas presents. They hide them under all her female clothes. They know their parents' rooms is off limits, but hiding who she really was soon starting to take a toll on her. Oh, so Sarah started becoming withdrawn and shutting herself away. She wasn't filled with the same light. And I turned to her and I said, I think you're depressed. Eventually, the couple's suspicions that the eldest boy, Morgan, might be gay. Oh, Lord. They gave Sarah the courage to address her own demons. No telling what's going on in that house. We suspected that Morgan was gay since he was about 2. He just can't hide it. Not that we would ever want him to. He was born singing theme tunes and being over the top. Because the little boy sung tunes and was over the top, they say, oh, he's gay. Homosexuality. They just knew he was sexually attracted to the same sex. That's what gay is. This is ridiculous, As he started secondary school in 2016, Sarah and I discussed how we wanted him to be comfortable enough to come out as gay and be his true, authentic self. And that's what drove Sarah to hold up a mirror to herself and come out as trans. And if she could be honest with Morgan, if she couldn't be honest with Morgan, how could she expect him to be honest with himself? Vowing to stay together after Sarah came out in mid-2016, the couple told the children. Jenny continued, kids don't overcomplicate things. We explained that Daddy had a girl's brain and that it was in the wrong body, but doctors would fix it. And they fixed it. Look at these kids. Oh my God. Transylvania. Oh Lord. Oh, okay. Toby took it well, but Morgan was upset for a while. Maybe as he was confused too. He was crying in bed the same night, but when Sarah promised they could still play Minecraft together, he was fine. Now we're both Jewish. I should have known. The boys call Sarah Emma, and Emma is Hebrew for mother. Emma is Hebrew for mother. So the boys now call him mother. And months after counseling and being given the green light to start transitioning in May of 2017, Sarah officially came out on Facebook just hours before flying to Hawaii for a 10-day family holiday. Everyone was so positive and supportive when they read the post. Jenny said it was the beginning of the next chapter for all of us. Poor things, look at them. This is madness. Oh, I want to get in here and see about how her breast and all this. Describing themselves as a LG. Okay, now here we get down here. Since Sarah came out, we have both been closer than ever in all ways. And when we are being intimate, we act as if a part of her isn't there. If that part of her isn't there, so they just ignore the penis now. Describing themselves as a LGBTQ family. So this is the LGBTQ families they talking about. See, Sarah began her transition that the couple had been posting about their journey on Instagram. See, clicks, likes, and views. I told you that's what this is. We need to be popular. We need to get the clicks and likes. We're going to get all the shares and the love and the attention from all the freaks that's in the country that wants to support our madness. Looking online, there was so little about trans couples, especially married ones. We happily stayed together, and now I hope we can show other people that it's possible to weather the storm. We are proud of our LGBTQIA Elemental P Rainbow Skittles family. Although we do always say that after Morgan came out in 2018, Toby must feel left out, the little boy. So what y'all gonna do? He jokes that he said he's going to have to come out as bisexual to fit in. Oh, gosh. You see what's going on? This confusion is the poor boy said, well, I guess I'm going to have to be bisexual. Well, you going to be trans. Just make them trans. Counting down the days until their gender confirming surgery next year. Sarah cannot wait to reach that milestone. Sarah said, I feel like that the final chapter in the journey, and I can't wait to achieve it. It's the final barrier stopping me from entirely seeing myself as a woman. I used to hate looking at my body and never wanted to see myself naked. And now I finally like what I see, apart from one part, which is the penis. There is no rule book to being trans, but this is something I know I need to do. And it's fantastic to know that Jenny and our boys will support me all the way. Kudos to the freaks come out at night. Jenny and Sarah, the cosplay heterosexual couple that's taking it to the final level. Trans female getting the gender reassignment surgery next year. So I guess this will be someone to watch and let's see how that process goes. And if it goes well, and if she posts on Facebook after she get her vagina, how happy she is and how great everything is and how life is so much better that she went under the knife and transitioned, and her wife is now the new lesbian, and they're the new representatives in America of the LGBTQIA Elemental P Skittles Rainbow family. Put your comments below, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, you guys be blessed.